Hello, my name is Karina Porras, and I'm here to inform you about how medical marijuana is the new face of medicine. Medical marijuana is the fastest growing way to help control diseases. Since the beginning of time, our ancestors have been using herbs to help deal with chronic illnesses and chronic pains. Everybody always says that history repeats itself. This is history repeating itself. We are getting in touch with our ancestors and their roots and using herbs the same way they did. We have created an innovation for medicine, and we have created and instilled a staple and alternative medicine. Now let's begin. How is one prescribed medical marijuana? According to Dr. Stab, every state has their own guidelines and conditions needed in order to be prescribed medical marijuana. In the state of New Mexico, you need to be diagnosed with either cancer, glaucoma, hepatitis, HIV, AIDS, PTSD, Parkinson's disease, and many other chronic illnesses. These illnesses create chronic pains. Unfortunately, there are some diseases like anxiety, depression, and insomnia that don't get you prescribed medical marijuana. According to Dr. Richter, there is no test that can prove that somebody has anxiety, insomnia, or depression. It's usually by tell of mouth. There is no tissue testing or blood test that can prove that somebody has these diseases. So unfortunately, you can only use those for recreational use. Now, with that being said, what diseases does medical marijuana help for? According to Dr. Laba, medical marijuana is usually used for the same conditions needed and the same diseases that I have named before, including cancer, appetite loss, epilepsy, muscle spasms, nausea, and chronic pains. These conditions are often the diseases that are being treated. Now, how does this help? The research is most clear, and it shows that medical marijuana is most useful as a painkiller. It helps many people with their vomiting during chemotherapy, and it relieves some MS symptoms, and is also used to treat rare forms of epilepsy. Now, what are the benefits of using medicinal marijuana? You can use marijuana without the high. Usually, when somebody uses recreational marijuana, it is laced with a chemical called THC. THC is what gives somebody high. The hemp seed and the hemp oils, called CBD, is what used in medical marijuana. It creates the same effect as a painkiller, and it doesn't affect the neurological system. According to Grimson, they created a strain of medical marijuana called Charlotte's Webs that helps with a specific form of childhood epilepsy. Studies also show that smoking marijuana or using marijuana has less effects than using tobacco. It helps decrease the risks of lung disease and lung cancer and many other respiratory diseases. Marijuana is also safer than opioids. Many medications that are used for painkillers usually get the patients addicted, while marijuana doesn't. It has used and recommended by many doctors for many chronic pains. With all of this being said, marijuana has been around for centuries for its medicinal benefits. The conditions needed to be prescribed are vary from state to state. The depression, insomnia, and anxiety, unfortunately, are diseases that many suffer but do not get someone prescribed medical marijuana. The conditions are often the disease that is being treated, for example, cancer and epilepsy. Marijuana without the high and cannabis oils are only used. So the benefits are less people become addicted in our society and in our world, and it creates a better health system for everybody else. There's less risk of lung cancer, and it's way safer than many other painkillers. Today, I hope you learned the benefits of using medicinal marijuana to cure chronic illnesses and to help with chronic pains. I hope that this speech helped you decide that medical marijuana is a good thing and it is beneficial to all of us. Thank you.